All right, so we are back to the Fox Talk podcast, and Jesse's still hitting the microphone with his head. So
Back in action.
we are back in action. We have taken a long break.
Hiatus.
Yep,
On purpose, though, because we were trying to make sure that everything was perfect when we came back.
This
So
one's extra good.
This one is extra good. Official sponsored by Yeti Cups, the only cup that Yeti makes.
what? No,
It's not true.
that's
Actually,
100% false.
I was thinking of a slogan.
That's like the worst one.
It was a bad one because they have several cups. Like I saw them earlier downstairs. In
Yeah.
the store.
Here-
I think
Red Fox Outfitters.
I think in my head it was the only company that makes Yeti cups.
This is Yeti.
Because remember they went through that big scandal where, well, it wasn't really so much a scandal, but there's another company that was making basically cups that were really similar.
Subway.
No, they're making cups really similar to Yetis.
That started off as like, hey, you started off with a lie
Yeah.
about the scandal.
Well, I mean,
But it started off like it had my attention. Like I was thinking like,
Scandal.
oh, he's got like a really cool story.
That's why I catch your attention.
And then it wasn't actually a scandal at all.
It was somewhat of it. Basically,
What happened?
it was another company was making Yeti cups, air quotes, Yeti cups that were really similar to Yeti, like exactly where they put their names and everything.
Doing a little
I know what
copyright
company
infringement.
You're talking about. They have a really clever name. Check this out. You know the region that encompasses the circle at the northern hemisphere.
Yeah,
What's it called?
Antarctica.
That's the bottom. It's the top.
Oh, the North Pole.
The Arctic.
Santa Claus's workshop.
The Arctic. So these guys are smart. It's actually Arctic, but they spell their company name R as in the letter TIC. So if you say it,
Arctic.
Isn't that smart?
Yeah.
Because they keep things cold.
Although
Only-
they didn't.
The only problem is that they violated a lot of copyright laws and
Yeah.
copied products.
I imagine that would be an issue with some folks.
No, I wouldn't give Nate any grief for the scandal thing because I think that's a great way to introduce everything. Like when we were fitting people in the store for shoes, I always like to start it off as like, "Holy, this is a scandal." Wait till you hear this. You're like, "What?" It's like, "Do you wear the size 8?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I thought. Like,
Do you normally wear this type of shoe?
if you want rapt listeners, just like sitting at attention, that's how you do it. All right.
I always demand things from them.
Let's tell you about the scandal that happened to me at lunch.
Audio here.
So the Subway is getting a sub, a turkey one, a foot long, because it's bigger than the other one.
Twice as big.
Yeah, just about.
Almost exactly.
Almost exactly. And so I'm getting it, and he's like, "Hey, you want it deluxe? You get 50% more meat." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds great. Is it like $5 more?" He's like, "No, it's like $125." I was like, "Oh, that's a scandal."
That's the bait and switch. They
So
get you
it's a
lured
scandal.
in.
So that was
It's a
nice.
scandalous
So it was a
Subway.
good sandwich, and
Did you get the
it was scandalous.
scandalous sandwich? Did you get the extra meat?
Yeah,
Worth it?
that was a scandal.
that was like a really gripping story.
You know why? 'Cause I said it was like a scandal at the beginning.
Nah. I'm gonna start doing that every time I'm gonna bring up like a scandal. Did you guys hear about that scandal earlier?
Did you hear about the one at the last Fox Talk we did?
Yeah, dude, I
The
did
scandal?
hear- It's the scandal.
So the scandal was that Nate said that there was a Yeti scandal.
There was no scandal.
It's a self-proclaimed scandal.
It was the scandal was
That there was no
that there
scandal.
was no.
And,
He referred to it as like this big scandal.
It was essentially a self-proclaimed scandal.
and he never showed his face on camera again. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Here he comes. You want me to make room? Are you in the shot? Did you check?
I didn't.
Hey, can you like
Should I
pull it
show
up
you?
on that?
Should I check?
What? Do what now?
Hold that.
Oh,
He's gonna
I
go
forgot
check.
It's not plugged in.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh, that guy?
Just-
Yeah.
yeah.
So here's the thing: is that I tried doing it in our.
That's not gonna.
Yeah,
Why'd you let me do
it's
that?
a dark
I didn't wanna work.
side. You were
Are you
practicing
still holding my
before.
cup?
Yeah, I am. The official Yeti cup. The non-self-proclaimed scandal company.
Help me up.
What do you
Nate,
want?
help me up.
What do you want me to do? I'm already holding your
Yeah, you're right.
cup.
I'm just needy.
No.
Sparkling, the sparkling Gatorade.
That made me sweat. It's hot up here.
Yeah, the sparkling
Yeah.
Gatorade.
Oh,
Should have opened the windows.
sorry about that opening. It wasn't very informative. But
Welcome to Fox Talk.
welcome to Fox Talk. Me and Ian, before we started this one, we realized this is the seminal Fox Talk, and that this will easily be the stinkiest and sweatiest Fox Talk we've ever done.
By far. Oh, yeah. Long
The
shot.
date is August something or another.
One of us
We're
aren't
on,
even
like,
wearing
the
shoes.
10th to 14th day of 1,000,000% humidity.
It's the 15th day of the month.
We all just ran varying distances and didn't shower afterwards because we were really dedicated to the art of the Foxcast.
I like that.
Yeah, we should just change the name.
Yeah, don't even
That-
call
that
it a
name's dumb.
podcast from now on.
Oh, no,
Foxcast.
Fox Talk. Just change it to Foxcast.
Yeah, it's just a Fox cast.
Yeah.
Fox is casting their
So,
calls.
anyways, there's a pervasive odor and a cloud around us. So if you know Pigpen from Charlie Brown, that's kind of like what it looks like. If you probably can't tell from the lighting of that camera, but it's what it looks like right now.
We just have dirt clouds around us.
Yeah.
Flies.
And like little black lines through the air,
Yeah.
indicating dirt, dust, and dirt.
and we've got like like smudge marks on our faces and.
Yeah. So just know that's what we're dealing with. It's we're in the office up here, and it's really hot and humid.
It is. We
Today, actually, I thought felt really good
We should-
compared to like
why don't-
yesterday, the day before, and for 2 other weeks.
why don't we just open up the window?
Requires getting
Do
up.
you see how hard it was to get on my chair? Hey, while you're up though, could you grab my phone? Where's your phone? It's over there.
Jinx.
I saw some.
Someone a soda.
Hey, so speaking of cups,
I got Twitter out that I'm Foxcasting.
Yeah, there you go. Live tweeted.
Tweet that I'm doing stuff. The Foxcast. Yo, thanks.
thanks. What's up? Thanks, babe.
Yeah,
This
the
is a-
special relationship, me and Siri.
This is kind of a happening mug here. How about this?
Hey, where'd you get that?
I got this from the counter. I believe it's yours.
Well, it's supposed to be a segue into GLR.
But I know
Yeah.
where you got it.
GLR.
GLR 2016. How'd that go for you?
Great Lakes Relay. Great Lakes Relay was fun. For those haven't heard of it, it's a 3-day trail relay across the lower peninsula of Michigan. A couple years it started in the UP. It always ends at Empire Beach in Empire, Michigan, right along the sand dunes, National Lakeshore. It is the coolest way to see northern Michigan. It's so scenic. You're with 8 to 9 teammates, depending on who gets hurt at what point of the weekend.
Right?
And yeah.
So-
and,
So for sure 9.
yeah, and it's just you get to have all this quality time. You're away from your phone. You're shut off. You're running hard through the woods. There's that, but it's liberating. It's a
It's
great
the only
time.
way to go through the woods.
It's like the longest weekend of the year and the best way possible. It's so much fun. So
I still
This-
got a black toe from that.
Ooh.
Hey, you just showed it to me earlier. It is black. I can verify it.
Oh man, that is.
It hasn't fallen off yet, but it's for sure black.
We're all looking at it right now. But,
That's what happens when you get a brand new pair of shoes and haven't put the miles in them. And
Those are
to
from the
real-
grits.
Yeah,
Dang.
they're just a
man.
little bit. Because
You
my
got, like,
feet
a
were
size too
super
tight?
swelled up by the end of it. It was
Oh,
my
you
last
just
yeah,
got
yeah.
weird feet though. If you buy the pure grits, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean everybody's perfect for the pure grits except for me.
And if you have that problem, go for the ultras.
Yeah, but the pure grits were kind of like a short-lived story because I had put them on top of my car to
I heard
because
this.
I was gonna run after work one day, and I never put them in my car, so I left. And I heard something like fall off my car while I was driving, and I couldn't tell what
I bet
it
it
was.
was like a mile down the road because there's such good traction on them.
Yeah, actually, it was quite a ways down.
That's what I thought.
But I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe my muffler fell off or something, whatever. I don't need that. And then, like, I'm coming home later that day, and I was like, oh, wow, somebody else has pure grits? That's interesting. Like, I didn't
They probably
think
weren't
people had
here.
those. And then I realized, like, hey, why is it on the side of the road? Like, who leaves their shoes there?
Yeah,
And then I was, like, feeling in the back of my car, like, oh, no, that's what fell off. And so I stopped
Those
and
are
got it.
mine.
And I'm still missing the right foot.
So you have one shoe. Is it the right or
You
left?
had the left though.
I found the left.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put it back on this foot.
You only run with your left foot.
Yeah.
There was that.
Use more.
There was that children's show, The Wonderful World
I actually
of
use my
Rich and
hands
Scary.
as well.
Like that children's show from when we were all kids.
Yeah.
It was like the
Is
little.
there an apple car with a worm?
Yeah,
With that?
the worm
Yeah, that's weird.
wore one shoe. Cause
What
he's
is
a
it?
worm. Yeah, he had like a little red
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor or whatever. Chuck Norris.
Man, how do I remember that?
Chuck
Wonderful
Norris,
World.
the
Yeah.
shoe.
It's just a.
Yeah, he rode a little
snakes-
apple car around.
It's
right?
just a
Yeah,
denim
and it had a little
flat.
propeller on the top, and he could fly it.
Oh.
I don't know, maybe I'm making that part up.
No, I probably did.
Man, I thought you were gonna get a window, dude.
I did. I got that one to your left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should have picked a better one, I guess. I don't know.
We need a better drive.
Here at Red Fox, there's always a better window to open.
Yeah, so as you might remember from the other podcast that you probably didn't watch, we got off the track, but GLR was cool this year because we had probably like over half the staff do it.
Yeah.
Which made for a skeleton crew at the start, but they had fun, I think, and then we had a lot of fun, and it's probably the weekend of the year I look forward to the most, and it's the perfect vacation, and it's short. It's great.
How many teams competed?
This year they had a record number. It was 91
Dang.
teams. And
Do you remember the name of the team who won?
I do.
Was it the Meat Train?
It was.
Yeah. Congratulations, you and your team.
Thank
Killed
you.
it out there.
Yes, we had multiple Red Fox representatives on the winning team. We weren't the fastest this year, although we had our fastest team. A team showed up that was just in another league. But this year we got to be the old veterans that didn't get lost, which is new for us because usually we're the other guys that
You got lost.
get lost. And this year it served us well. And
That whole not getting lost thing.
yeah, and we still ran really hard, but it was fun.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, the
You
trophy's
guys-
downstairs. I go get it, but it's really hard to get out of my chair.
It was really hard to get in and out of the little
case?
showcase that we have there. The trophy itself.
Yeah, if you're not worried,
I'm not
the
talking about
trophy's
you.
hard to lift up.
Yeah, it's like
It's like the
That-
sword and the
that-
stone,
yeah,
and Thor's hammer.
yeah.
Yep.
Mjolnir.
What?
What's his name?
Mjolnir.
The hammer's name?
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
I don't know.
Mjolnir.
I'm not
Mjolnir.
Swedish. Is he? He's.
Mjolnir.
Is
I
he
don't know,
technically
he's like a Norse
Swedish?
god. He's not Swedish.
No,
He's,
it's
Isn't Norse?
he's mythical.
Isn't Norse Swedish?
It's Norse. It's
think it's-
Norwegian, probably. They're all related,
the
though.
whole
but
Scandinavian area, I'm
that vowel that's in the O, the U.
sure. Mjolnir.
I can't say that
Oh,
one.
with the umlaut.
That,
The two dots above it. That's
It's
German.
2 dots, yeah. And that one I can't say, and most Americans can't because you like lose the ability if you don't use it by the time you're 1. It's
If
kinda
you don't
crazy.
use it, you lose it.
Exactly. So you're born with the ability to say all the vowel sounds in their most broken out phase, and then you lose it if you're not saying them by the time you're 1.5. It's kind of fascinating because that's like what babies when they coo, they're like saying vowels. They're like. Ooh, ah, if you don't say it, whatever they sounded. So, anyways, I go to Sweden, and I'm on a foreign exchange trip, and the Swedes thought it was so hilarious I couldn't say it. They kept on having me pronounce words with it in it, and they're just laughing at me at dinner. I'm like, this isn't a very fun family dinner.
Not really into this anymore.
And I can't hear the difference at all. They say, like, no, say it, Mjolnir, and I'll be like, Mjolnir, and they'll be like, just dying laughing. And I was like, this isn't fun, guys.
This is
Yeah.
discrimination at its finest.
Bunch of jerks.
Well, then, as listeners of the show know, I go in and out in my ability to speak English even, and I have an American accent for most of the time. And these kids, they were taught by a British teacher from the time they're 5. so they speak really good English, and
But like England English.
and they learn from a British teacher, so they have slight English accents. So they're talking English accents, so they sound like they speak English better than us. And then they told us our Swedish was like 3-year-olds talking. So that was nice.
Doesn't that suck? Like we're the only. I feel like the only country that like just doesn't have any idea how to speak anything
And
else.
most of
Yeah,
them spoke
but-
Spanish and like other stuff too. So you go over there and like not only can you not speak their language, I tried to order a Coke one time. That went horribly wrong.
Did you get an extra?
I got a few like what? A few times I go back and explain to my buddy. He's like, "Oh, that's not what you ordered." But there's that, and then I find out that they speak English better than us, at least nominally, how they sound. So
We're bad at everything.
yeah, so I just felt like pretty worthless over there. I mostly sat and stared at walls.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think we as Americans do have like an ability, like we can learn languages. It's the only thing is that like we're not surrounded by that, so we can't like use it. You know,
Oh yeah, I guess you might be
like
right.
you can learn Swedish,
You
no
can learn
problem.
Spanish if you live like down,
Well,
further
exactly,
south.
right? But if you have no one to talk to, then
Yeah.
it's like, you can't learn.
They say the best way to learn is by just immersing yourself in the language because you have to learn. That's
Yeah.
how you learn English
Yeah,
or whatever. Everybody was speaking it around you, so you just picked it up.
yeah. You just go up to someone and you say, "Hey."
It's so weird that you just start knowing things. You
What do
don't study it at all. You just start knowing. Like your mom's talking to you, she's like, "You want mommy? Look at mommy," and then you just learn the word mommy.
Guess what my I don't know if it was
So
my
you
first
as a
word
kid.
and my second word, but like my third word was basketball. Yeah, but I say basketball.
Back at
That's
because
a
Maybe you
Racquetball.
meant racquetball.
no, we'd
I
pass
saw
these kids in the
basketball.
neighborhood, and I'd point to them because I'd be like, "What the hell are they doing, man?" Like
Yeah.
in my baby talk, and my parents didn't understand that, but they, my mom would be like, "Basketball," and she'd explain what it was because she was a good teacher. And eventually we'd start going by it, and I started saying basketball, and she'd be like, good, Jesse, and so I'd be like, apparently we drove by this place a lot because it developed. I'd be like basketball, and she'd be like, So eventually I started saying basketball, basketball,
Oh,
like
you said
saying her part
too?
too. Yeah, so that was like my phrase. But
Kids are funny.
yeah. Well, I was like 12. That was just my first.
Yeah.
That was just my first word.
You're just getting into 6th grade.
I'm just adjusting levels over here.
Who you get that window?
You podcast listeners, I guess.
You're a
Is
sweet-
it this
Is
one?
my level
Yeah.
good, man?
Yeah. Stop. They're just gonna hear thumps on there now.
I just want to make sure it's good.
Oh, yeah.
I can see the
Good.
spike on the sound thing.
Hey, in case you're curious, podcast listeners, this is what Fenton sounds like at night.
This is so dumb. I told him not to do this.
Yeah, I know. Every time he's like, man, I just want to stick the microphone.
No, we had one lady that I remember. She stops in, and she goes, "Yeah, no, like I always go by and I always look up in the window and I always see how dirty your kitchen is." And she's like, "You need to clean that up."
Oh, she can see?
Yeah. So
She's like standing on the sidewalk looking up for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's like,
we gotta hide our drugs, guys.
yeah, we gotta hide them. You got any good spots?
In this Coke 12 pack I'm reaching into,
12-pack of sodas.
a pack of sodas.
That's another weird thing, like pop versus soda.
Pop.
Yeah, we say pop.
Everybody else says soda, I guess.
Well, that makes no sense because the water that's carbonated is soda water.
Yeah, so
So then
So
you
the-
mix it with the syrup, and then
that's
it's
true. Then it's pop. Soda pop.
Soda pop water.
Yeah. Soda pop water.
All right, so I don't know why you wanted to talk about your New Balances.
Yeah, well, I saw some nice symmetry today in my personal life and my running life, which is the same thing. But
It's all one entity.
I started the day and I was wearing these puppies, which we now carry in a few different colorways. Oddly enough, not this one. These are the 515s from New Balance. They're just like reproductions of an old running shoe they had. And man,
The
they are
Forrest Gump
super comfortable. My feet smell right now because I just ran.
Yeah, thank you.
But wear as much as they could be because these are merino CEPs, which
Really?
is new. Yeah, so you can wear these guys.
How'd
a
you
couple
get a hold
times.
of those?
We stock them now.
Really?
Yeah. So
Jesse, I can't even smell your feet.
Exactly.
Probably because they're antimicrobial.
exactly. So like the problem with CEPs is that you want to wear them every day because they provide the support and the compression, but you can't because they smell bad because they're dry fit and they wick sweat and
Not
keep
anymore.
all the stains. Now these are like half dry fit, like 13% merino. You can wear these puppies a few days in a row and they won't smell as bad.
They
In
get
fact,
rid of those
when I sprained my
microbes.
ankle in the fall, I had a pair that I'd wear a lot. So anyways, let's talk about these shoes. CP Merinos are awesome. You should get them. But these puppies I got last fall, and I coached cross country quite a bit in them. I was running around courses on them. Like felt comfortable enough to run in, but was wearing them like casually at the store and everything. It was super stylish if you're into that kind of like comfortable dad look, which I am. And
I like that. Comfortable
yeah,
dad.
the comfortable dad look's coming back. And
Because they're comfortable.
yeah,
Like a
man.
golf polo tucked into a pair of like pleated khaki shorts.
And
It
nothing's,
shows you're responsible.
nothing's more American than repping your New Balance with the old school leather overlays. New Balance of any athletic company probably does the most to commit towards American workers and trying to make a lot of their shoes here. These ones are not, but a lot of them. But
Yeah, they say it on the box.
so, anyways, I got these guys out.
USA.
I hadn't been wearing them much
does.
recently, and I wore them a ton last fall and through the winter, and they're still feeling great. And I got a pair of super feet in them to keep the support going strong during the day when you're on your feet. And yeah, so they're great. And then I did a run later on in my Leadvilles, which is like their great trail shoe, and I'm over 320 on those, and they're still like really fresh. And it's for someone that doesn't get a lot of mileage on their shoes. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm like living the New Balance life right now. I'm pretty happy with my day of New Balance. So that's why I wanted to share that.
With the world.
Yeah, New Balance is doing great
the six of
things
them.
in terms of their style. Celebrating their heritage with their retro lifestyle shoes coming back, and then
There's a lot of
making
brands that are
quality
doing
technical stuff still. Yeah, and everybody's kind of following. I feel like their lead, and Nike and Adidas's lead. Coming out with like reproductions of their old shoes, because there's a lot of nostalgia for those styles that carried people for hundreds of miles at a time, and the New Balance are part of it. Yeah, and these are the Leadvilles. Besides looking like bosses and having the Vibram on it, these puppies are durable. They have a stiff forefoot because they're nominally a trail shoe. And I was just telling Ian before this started, I've been wearing them on the roads more because I like a stiffer forefoot. And even though you will wear down the rubber on roads quicker than you would if you kept them to trails, if you're mostly using them for roads, it doesn't matter because a trail, especially Vibram sole, is going to wear a lot better than your typical blown rubber road sole. So like I said, I'm 320 miles into it. I got plenty of tread. The cushion's still holding up really well. So yeah, I got a lot more miles on these shoes left, and yeah, the ladies love them.
Do you want to break the bad news to our lovely listeners about the plans for those next year?
Oh, yes, I'm talking them up, but they are getting combined with. Oh man, I can't even think of the name. It's
Is it
the
another
trail
model?
version of the Boracay. I think it's the Hierro. Or
I have no idea.
yeah, they're coming up with names now, which is cool, like Zonte and stuff. But I can't remember them all sometimes. And so they're combining that one and the platform from the Hierro, and they're I think it's gonna be called the Hierro, and it's gonna be 4 millimeters, mega grip. It's actually gonna be grippier, stickier, which is cool. So it should be just as long lasting, but if you're used to that 8 millimeter drop and the fit of that one, it is gonna change a little bit. It's functionally supposed to be the same. It did drive our dear coworker Colleen into somewhat of a panic where she pull up the special order sheet and there's 3 Leadvilles on there,
Yeah.
all under Colleen,
Yeah.
in different colors.
Two or three. And that was
Stocking
only
up.
from this place. That
Yeah, she's double dipping.
yeah.
That's great. But she's an ultra runner and puts her miles in. And if someone tells you that your dearly beloved running partner is being combined with another running partner, you would buy 6 of them too.
Yeah.
That was a terrible analogy. But
Well, she'll have shoes for a good, one more year anyway, and then she'll have to figure out another way to.
I actually think that our long lost employee Mike Standel, I think he uses those still.
yeah.
He uses them for his
Like hiking or something.
yeah, he does. He just, when he left originally, he went and did the Grand Canyon, and that's what he used. He used the lead bills. He told me he likes shoes. And I like shoes too.
They're so dependable. You never put them on and feel like, ooh, I'm ready to run fast or whatever. Because they're not like super springy. They're not the lightest trail shoe out there. They're not, overly springy or anything. But man, they're cushioned. They're grippy. They get the job done. So they're just.
It'll last you a long time too.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't get over 300 on many of my shoes, and these guys have probably get 300 more on them. They're holding up strong. Well,
When we were out at Holdridge, I was thinking like, it's probably time for me to like retire the Superiors I got, and because they're kind of like hurting as I was running. My feet were kind of hurting, and they're like they give the old bend test, and they're like pretty much shot now. But I was gonna try to wait until those Hokas came in and just keep running these, but I might end up picking up a pair of Leadvilles in the meantime. Or maybe the Cloud Venture, too.
those ones are sick.
I like those.
Yeah, if anyone out there is in wearing the Cloud Surfer, trail running has been kind of a frustrating experience. So I don't know if you're familiar with those Xterra triathlons.
Yeah.
They're off-road triathlons. Like you'll have mountain biking segment and the trail running segment, and On's a pretty big player in that world because they started in the triathlon world. So every time you see like an Xterra National Championship, you see a bunch of On shoes, but they're wearing like the Cloud Racers, which are great, but the Clouds in general aren't the greatest for the trail because they'll pick up a couple rocks. The Racers aren't bad, but like the Surfers and the Cruisers, they're a little precarious in terms of how high you're sitting. So like I would guess that your rate of spraining an ankle on technical trail is going to be a little higher, just as you would be with like a heavy stack Hoka. And this new Cloud Venture, they really made some accommodations laterally, medially, rounding some edges, and then how they positioned the Cloud units on them, and then adding the lugs on the bottom of the units where, man, those guys look, first of all, they're fast because they got the plastic plate through it, the Strobel plastic speedboard, and then having the Clouds on there that makes them pretty plush, but they look sweet.
Yeah, they're awesome too. Plus, they're water resistant. Did you know that? Yeah.
I didn't.
You can check. You didn't know that? We did
No,
a video on
and
this.
You learn something
that's
on
true,
every
but
day.
I'm like, a lot of people think that like, because you film it, like you get what you're talking about, and I know that's kind of it, but like, I'm not really worried.
He's more concerned about the art.
Yeah. Making it look like
just
a
the
sexy
scenery
video.
around it.
The
You know?
lighting. You were talking about some important shoe knowledge, but he was just worried
Trying to
about
make you
how the
look
sun
good.
was dancing through your hair.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
No, like I basically like my job is to make it look good, you know.
Yeah.
So like I'm like focusing on like, is this shot focused?
Yeah.
Am I moving all right? Like, and then like what you're saying is like not really registering in my head.
You
Can I
what?
see this?
Yeah.
You're just making it look sexy.
Nate, you're an acclaimed director of multiple Red Fox productions, including some critically acclaimed series of shoe reviews and other items. Just maybe walk us through your process, a day in the life of a video shoot.
Video shoot.
Yeah, just your process.
I like to start my mornings off
Oh, that's fascinating.
with just a nice bagel, you know.
It's a nice.
I'm getting
bag.
tired. This is heavy. How's he holding that?
It's been working out. Dude, I'm starting to get like muscles in my legs, dude. Look at this thing. You got that one?
Yeah, leg muscles.
No, this specific one.
Like
the
that
knee muscle.
That no, I don't.
That's
No, I don't really have.
scientific terminology.
Yeah. Oh, your knee muscle?
Come on.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Look at that
Wow.
thing.
It's like
Well,
something
see-
that
well,
physically bulges out.
See, it's my legs are like more pale, so the lighting for yours, because your skin is darker, makes it look bigger.
You're Hispanic.
It makes mine look
Skin.
smaller. It's simple lighting. Nate knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's I do that after I eat my bagel.
That's what I focused on the rest of the day. You didn't let me get there.
Lighting on
The bagel was just the start.
Yeah. Oh,
So that's all the
goodness
time we have on this podcast.
Oh,
I just
man.
think of that one scene from Hot Fuzz where he's like, "My perfect Sunday."
Yeah, I got this one. Oh, my perfect Sunday.
I-
That's a great movie. Can we talk a little bit about film?
Yeah,
Hot Fuzz is awesome.
Hot Fuzz. Yeah, Edgar Wright. He's a prime director.
God, man, I've never laughed so hard in the
Cornell
theaters
trilogy.
as watching that one. And yeah, End of the World, is that the last one? Or the
Yep.
World? Yeah.
The-
I laughed pretty hard in that one, the last scene. But they're all super well shot. They all have like that. It's kind of been done a lot now, but they're really quick cuts,
Mhm.
and, like high sound effects. And then, God, that writing and that British humor is hilarious.
Yeah, I think Simon Pegg does an awesome job with all of that. I know that he co-writes a
Three
lot of
very
them.
different characters in all three.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, no, and I've even, because I follow Edgar Wright on Instagram, he's actually doing a movie with Ben Schwartz. You know who he is, John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Oh, really?
Or he's also known as the voice of BB-8, the little robot, little ball
It's
droid.
BB-8.
Yep, he's BB-8.
What
It's
is
him
BB-8?
and BB-8. He's
What is
the
that?
little ball droid, the
it's
little
a
orange
drug.
ball droid from the new Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah, I don't watch movies.
Not Hot Fuzz?
I didn't see it.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to watch it.
Oh.
I've seen like a handful of movies.
Yeah, this one's like
Saw Forrest Gump a lot of times.
16 times.
Yeah, probably. Saw Braveheart probably somewhere up there. I don't know, like because I didn't have cable for a while, and
Okay.
then I would just watch the same movies that I had
Mhm.
over and over again. And so,
You just keep watching the old Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
yeah, because you get this when it's raining. What's the redhead's name?
Mary
Clifford.
Jane. Are you wait?
The big redhead.
Mary Jane? Are you talking about the actor?
The
or-
actress.
Oh, Jesus.
Whatever her name is, it really isn't that important.
Kristen Dunst.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Kristen.
I really like
Toby
that.
Maguire.
I really like that romantic
Back
scene where
at you
he
with Spider-Man 4.
comes down upside down and then she pulls his mask. and
Makes
kisses
out.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird way to go about kissing someone.
Yeah, you're wearing a mask and
And you're upside down and it's raining and she almost just got mugged.
yeah, some girls are into
Jesus.
What else we got to talk about?
What's else on the board? Our pictured rocks trip.
Oh,
We didn't
we
even
didn't
talk
talk
about
about that?
No, I put up a trailer for it. If we had more footage after I wasn't dying, I probably would have filmed more, but I was also
Dude.
dying on the trail.
oh, we were all dying, I think.
Yeah, we our first night we didn't even get done till 10 o'clock.
It was like I think 10:30.
Yeah.
Whose fault was that? I don't want to point fingers, but
Well,
I think it was probably.
who should I point at?
I think it was.
It was like a group effort on that one.
I don't know. I feel like you didn't.
Can you recap it a bit for the audience? Like I had heard, the hike was supposed to be 8.5.
Yeah.
This doesn't reflect well on the experts at Red Fox here, but it also shows that no matter how much.
at that area, what happened was we got to the visitor center to check in and like reserve a campsite, and the one we wanted was closed, like it was full, and so we figured like instead of like cutting it short, we'd go a little bit further to the next one. That one didn't have running water anywhere near it, so we went to the next one after that, and that one said no fires, and so we went one more, and then
That was
or a few
stupid though,
more.
because like I
picked
feel like
another one.
you should be allowed to have a fire on a beach.
You should be able to
feel like-
stay on the beach, but I guess you can't.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty, like, that's a common thing.
You get a lot of water around there if you get that sand caught on fire.
Yeah, like, that's sand.
You know, it goes.
In case you make glass on
Yeah, I mean, I've been in a few sand fires myself, and if you're near the shore there, it's pretty manageable.
You gotta be careful. But anyway, it ended up being a 22-mile hike.
How far was it supposed to be?
On day one, like 7 or
Yeah, I
8
think it was
miles.
supposed to be 7 or 8. And then we got to our first checkpoint, and the lady was like, "Oh, like, how far are you going?" And we're like, "We should be done, but we're not."
Yeah, we're almost done, yeah. And
Yeah.
then we looked at the map and like,
We went up probably like an inch up the map.
oh, dude.
It was so
It sucked.
dumb to look at, though, because
So
we...
an inch is equal to 12 miles.
No, no,
inch
no,
was
an
like
inch is
7.
equal to 7.
So we had to go 3 inches or something, I don't know. 3.1.
Yeah, so it was, backcountry, kind of no room at the end experience. But what I took as a positive from it, everybody was like, "Wow, my Osprey bag served me well. The dried
Yeah.
food, we almost ran out, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Everybody's.
The,
Nick's-
put it to the test, man.
Yeah, for some reason he leaves his tags on everything though. Have you
yeah,
noticed that?
It's good
I...
advertising.
The
I'm
tags?
just kidding.
Because
In case he wants to return it.
but like he had a pair of pants, and I realized like 10 miles in, he was in front of me. I was like, "Are you still wearing the tags?" On
Maybe
your
you shouldn't be
pants?"
staring at his butt so much.
Well, I had nothing else to see. Actually, like, the first 7 to like 10 miles was like the best view I've ever seen, though. Like as far as scenery, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
The first like 7 to 10 miles on like the North Country Trail from the Munising Visitor Center.
Oh, wow,
going
yeah.
east.
I think some of the later portions were pretty cool, but
Yeah,
I
like
think
that
we were...
old car.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I actually showed that to my dad.
Munising as a town is like a paradise.
Is
It's
it?
like, I mean, just like it's
didn't go
situated on the pictured rocks. Like the town itself is like in this like Scandinavian style of like colored houses
Oh,
and
is it?
stuff, and you can drive and go. It's kind of nestled in this like valley, and man, it just looks like this quaint little like oasis in the northern wilderness. And man, it's an amazing place.
It was sweet.
Mhm.
We had so many funny things that happened.
Trench foot.
Trench foot, frickin' you falling out of the tree with your hammock.
Oh, dude, I was so tired. I was like, I didn't even care. Like,
This is a good learning experience, though. Make sure you set your hammock up right. There's an app for that. It's
well, there's
called
actually a video for that.
hammock something or another. Set up your angle, measure your trees far away, get the right angles.
Well, with the trench
yeah,
straps,
there
you
it
don't
is.
need
so
that.
Nate, neglected several steps.
No,
and,
okay.
didn't get enough slack
Here's
in
the
it.
thing.
It's
Here's the
fine.
thing.
So what happens if the hammock doesn't have leverage on the
Oh my
tree
God.
and it's tied loosely? It might just fall down the
No,
trees.
that was
It
not it. That
slides.
was not it. So here's what happened.
I wasn't
I was
there.
in the tent, so I don't know what happened. I just heard you
It-
to the ground.
It was
So what
about,
happened is a bear came up, knocked me out my hammock.
saw a damn moose chasing something through the woods. I said, "Hell,
I got right out of there,
sprung into action.
picked up my gun.
no,
I put
no.
back on my wet shoes and I started chasing his ass through the woods. Next thing I know, I came back and
Came
everybody
back
was
and-
laughing.
Don't know what that.
Call me trench foot, and I stepped in a puddle so dang big. No, so I had we just finished up our 22-mile hike. It was the first night, and then
It was dark.
it was dark, like pitch black, like to the point where like we couldn't see anything unless you had like a flashlight or a headlamp or something. So
Available at Red Fox Outfitters.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
yep, the
Got a
Black
lot of 'em.
Diamond, right? Is that Black Diamond?
Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah. So we had brought our headlamps or whatever. We were using them, and then we get to a point where we find our camp, and it's about a quarter mile up. So we get up there. I'm so exhausted. My feet are killing me. So I set up my hammock. I guess one tree did not have the proper dryness for a normal tree, and so I sat in it. And normally, like, there's like a good moment where like you kind of ease your weight into it, and then it like
You just
tightens
flop.
up, and it kind of tightens up on the tree, right? Well, this was like trying to tighten up, but it was so wet that it just slid down. So I just fell on my. I just fell. I just fell.
He just laid there.
Yeah.
For 12.
And I picked another
I
tree.
think I've been
I
trying
said,
to
this
tell
one,
the story, but I wasn't there.
This one sucks.
Dude, it was so funny.
Yeah,
No,
and then
I think we were just slap happy at that time. It probably wasn't
Yeah.
really that funny, but like.
so then I hear people inside laughing. Like, Trench foot Nate.
It's a good impression. Of the collective
And
group.
then I heard, shut up.
you.
You hear a little,
Stupid hammock.
little whoosh in the air. You hear the little whooshing sound, which is finger guns in the air. Like, shut up!
You get out of here.
Dude, that
That's-
was a really fun experience.
That's how I scared off the moose too. So I used my finger guns at it. Say, hey, you get out of here. I'll shoot.
You get out of here!
I would definitely want to go back and do that again.
Man, Fenton's hopping. I'm looking out the window periodically, and there's like a lot of traffic still. It's like
Monday night.
way too late. It's like past my bedtime, and
I know.
there's still a lot of good traffic.
People are jumping over at the Fenton Hotel and at the Rough Draft. But you know what's another great business?
Oh, John's Pizzeria.
There you go.
What time
There
is
you
it?
go.
You already watched that? Mine's charging over there. You want to
It's
grab my watch?
9:27.
Want to grab my watch?
Where's your
I
watch?
don't believe you. My watch is probably right, though. I'm just
It's
kidding.
just-
We're good. 9:27. This probably won't be posted on a Monday, but John's Pizzeria, a Fenton establishment for 52 years, dating back to 1964. They are on North Leroy, right at the corner of South Long Lake Road and
47 minutes.
Leroy Street.
Just want to see how much we had until we could chow down on some Johnny's Pizza. if
Yeah,
we want
they
to.
they have great food, which I've eaten there periodically, since I was younger. But recently I found out about their specials, which they always have a lunch buffet Monday through Friday. Oh man, I don't know the hours, but I think it's like 11 to 2 or something. It's like $8, and you get pizza, pastas, all you can eat.
So good.
Oh man,
I just went there
It's everything I
recently.
can do to keep it.
I just went there recently and I picked up a Hawaiian pizza. But the thing is that this is a little special because they put bacon on it.
Whoa!
So
I
they
didn't know
put
Hawaiians were into that.
I didn't. Well, no, they
I
did the
know.
pig roast, so.
Yeah, you're right.
so they put ham, pineapple,
one
and
extra
bacon. But when I went in there, she goes, "Hey, darling, how's it going?" And I thought that was awesome service. And then when
It doesn't take much to please you, does it?
That's what we say actually too. Like,
Darling, how's it going?
man,
But then-
that 6'6" guy though, I said that too. Like, man, he didn't appreciate
No.
it.
But then
darling.
we go in and I'm paying for the pizza, right? And she's like, "Oh, I can help you over here." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I went over there and she sat down with me and she goes, "We're gonna take a look at this, make sure it's legitimately
should
your
take a
pizza." I'll just eat it right in front of her. But she's like, "That looks so dang good." And then off I went to enjoy my delicious Johnny's Pizzeria
Yeah,
pizza.
so friendly service. They're the local pizzeria, and then on top of that, their prices are already excellent. Like
Yeah.
their extra large is 16 inches. Like
Yeah.
me and
It's
Brett
over a
had
foot.
run 12 miles and didn't eat much before it, and Kyle had just ran like 8, and we all went there and like we couldn't finish it. Like there was still
really?
slice. Well, I finished it, but it was just like a pride thing, and we shouldn't
Yeah.
have type of thing. It was plenty of food for us three, like very ravenous, healthy eaters.
You could have taken some home.
We could have, but didn't want to. And
Yeah.
then, so that's a great deal as it is. But on Mondays, it's half off. So it's like a great deal. They have great beers on tap. Like so, after the run, we go there and great place to unwind and great pizza. Then on top of that, Wednesday is half off Stromboli Day, which they basically take their 14-inch. It's only large and above, but they take their 14-inch pizza basically and like fold it over.
That's
more
a
or
lot of
less.
Stromboli.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they actually serve it on their pizza tray. And
You
oh,
brought
like,
that in
man.
one time and it smelled so good.
Yeah, there was.
What time did you say they stopped doing that?
It's like 10 or 11. They're open pretty late, so I think it's 10, honestly.
Oh dang! I was
We
gonna say
miss
we could hop over there when we finish this up.
We got so much important things to talk about, though. So.
Yeah, I know. To entertain our.
But Wednesday.
Stromboli Day. Damn.
Stromboli Day. We could pick up the slack then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So, anyways, yeah, I hope I did John's justice, because if you haven't been there recently, like, rekindle that flame.
It has a dear spot in your heart.
Yeah, it does.
I've never had it before. I haven't had most things here.
Okay,
Learning.
We had White Horse together one time,
Yep.
right? Good pizza.
Yep.
I'd say John's is right on par, if not better, and similar style pizzeria, thinner crust. And,
Yeah.
yeah. It's good
Did you
stuff.
see that they started talking about like Detroit style pizza or something?
Oh yeah, Buddy's was rated top 5 nationally by the Food Network.
That's right.
About a decade back.
I've had that before.
Where's Buddy's?
The original one is on Conant Street in Detroit, near, where is that? Kind of close to Warren, I guess that is.
Yeah.
Off of Davison Freeway, but they have They have like locations elsewhere around, but they're square style. It's kind of like the Detroit style. Jet's basically the Detroit style,
Yeah, I was
like the
gonna
fast
say, I
food
saw a picture
version.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like kind of square, a lot of sauce, kind of like, and I'd almost term it like not like a even coverage of cheese. It's almost like kind of interspersed, like because they use like really good mozzarella generally at Buddy's at least. So you have like sauce peeking out and deep dish, but not like Chicago deep dish. It's very kind of satisfying yet, man, still like traditional more than Chicago. I prefer it over Chicago style. I don't know.
Yeah, I've had Chicago style I
Chicago.
think twice in my life, and like you can't like eat that much of it. You get like one piece and you're like, oh dude, I'm full.
Well,
It's so thick and heavy.
have you had Chicago style pizza in Chicago?
No.
Have you?
I forget what the one is called, but it was one of the I don't know,
Sbarro?
5 family mafia ones. It was Sparrow. Let me tell you, this Italian place. I know this place. Uno, Pizzeria Uno. They got places now in Michigan. That was like
That's
a
where I
legit
went.
Chicago place.
Oh, okay,
Like
that-
the original one. It was.
Oh, yeah, I
don't know
went
if
there.
just People probably, all the pizza hipsters out there probably poo-poo it now. I don't know, but I'm sure the original is still great.
Yeah.
But there's one by the Sears Tower that had a whole like family history and is like really good, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but it was really good. I liked it, but I think Chicago style is, man, I don't know if we'll get just hated on by all 5 of our viewers for the criticism out to dole out, but the Chicago style, the victory is in its format. It's just like a monstrosity of a creation.
It's like a
Yep.
cheesecake almost.
So
It's pizza.
the execution doesn't have to be that great because like the format's great. So you got that much crust and that much cheese and that much
Yeah.
stuff. It's gonna be good no matter. But like Buddy's, man, it's like perfect mixture. It can't be like too greasy. It has to have good toppings on it. The dough has to be amazing because there's like more of it, but not like super deep dish style.
It's got a nice crisp to it. It's not
man.
like
It's
you're
cooked
getting,
perfectly.
it's not like you're getting some flimsy. No offense to Little
It's
Caesars,
not a
but
Jets pizza or
well,
whatever.
it's like Jet's pizza, but like
If it
Just-
didn't go through like a 10-minute oven,
yeah, it's just like a little bit more crispier. A little bit more
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
sauce
not
is,
sauce heavy.
man, the sauce is ridiculous.
Yeah,
And I like a lot of sauce too, but they hit the mixture just right. And I guess disclaimer, I'm not like the biggest thin crust fan. I prefer like a Buddy's, like a little deeper, done right than the thin crust. Because the other one that's in Detroit it's newer. It's getting a lot of rave reviews in the last few years. Has been Supino's. It's in the Eastern Market, and I've had that a few times, and like I really enjoy it. But it's like it's not any better than like Luigi's to me, or like
But
another
Luigi's
thin crust.
is super good though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into thin
Luigi's
crust, that's
still-
like I said, it's a whole. I'm not qualified to comment on the
Yeah.
thin crust. Like,
I do
is
like
Luigi
thin
still
crust.
around?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Right?
Davison.
Bomb
Davison.
breadsticks,
Oh,
yeah.
Davison.
Okay. Luigi's is like the best place to go hang out if you want to like a time warp to the 70s when like you wanted to go to the Union Bar and just
Yeah.
like hang out with great customer service and like families
Hey,
and
darling.
conduct business meetings in there and
Yeah.
like I don't know, it's great. It has an amazing atmosphere.
I like that.
And good
I like
pizza.
that. I like good
Yeah,
service.
White
with my
Horse
pizza.
too, man. Great atmosphere in White Horse.
I think that's all you really need with like restaurants.
Yeah.
Is that you could have like all right food, but if you have a killer atmosphere, I feel like just people gravitate towards that.
Yeah, best pizza in Flint, in my estimation. I mean, like I said, I'm not into the thin crust, so a lot of people say Luigi's, but Roma on Saginaw, just north of Carpenter, and it's Beecher. Do Chicago style and kind of deeper dish styles. That place has been around forever, and that strip's kind of like depressed economically now, but Roma's going strong because it got great food. I highly recommend a trip.
That's where I get my morning bagels.
You like your bagels?
No, I'm just
See, that was
kidding.
all I ate at GLR was bagels. I'm kind of bageled out.
Oh man, bagel! I don't know why do bagels taste so good at GLR? It's like the fuel. It's like easily consumable.
Yeah.
Not even like nice crust bagels, like the cheap bagels you get from like what's the Thomas? Is that what the name
Thomas,
is?
yeah.
Thomas bagels.
I got done with one of my legs. Hold on.
GLR.
The official
company of
GLR.
I got done with one of my legs, and I had a couple hours before I had to run again, and I made a bagel with peanut butter, and I ate half of it, and I set the other half down. I set the other half
I
down
heard
in the
this
back
story.
of Megan's Jeep.
Megan's Nick, the co-owner here's sister.
And Nate's sister.
Yeah, she's
What?
my
And
sister. Am I not a part of this family anymore?
Your sister?
You're brown? What?
Yeah. So I heard who I heard was very very tolerant of the weekend in general
She was.
due to the bagel activities.
And,
Oh my god.
I don't know what happened, but
Well, you just told us what happened. You made a bagel and
Somehow.
left half of it in the back.
yeah.
Was there peanut butter on it?
Yeah.
And you left it in the back,
Uh-huh.
and then started driving.
Yeah, well.
So that's what happened.
See, I think I was eating it and I finished it and we were like kind of walking around, staying warm, and then we like realized we had to like go somewhere else, and then oh shoot, let's go. Slammed the back of the thing, took off, and then a couple hours later there was peanut butter everywhere. and she said that there was a peanut butter handprint on the window.
It was like so you probably you shut the lift gate, you got off that checklist, and probably shot one of your teammates in there, and then they're stuck in this peanut butter like prison of flying bagels, and they're trying to escape, and that's where the handprint came from.
Yeah,
like
it was like a murder
vis-
scene. With peanut butter.
Like a vicious escape. Like.
Yeah. But
Oh jeez.
it really, I can't say it was my fault because I
because
set it right side up. So I didn't. And there's peanut butter on the carpet, she said, and like,
that's
Jeez,
the
man.
other way down. That's
yeah,
down.
I didn't do that.
Yeah,
I set it right side up
yeah.
on the floor in a corner where it would not get.
And those bagels are pretty stable.
Yeah, it's a good shape. It's like laying a tire on the ground.
You're right. You're blameless in this. I don't.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her for you.
All right. Yeah,
That's it's a peanut butter massacre.
it was, dude. But
All right.
No, I'm good on bagels now.
You good on bagels?
I had too many.
You're also good on tuna.
Good on what?
Tuna.
I know, I got a bunch. That's from that pictured racks.
It's your
Kyle
picture.
just broke into it.
You did?
I haven't eaten them.
Because you don't like tuna.
I don't dislike tuna. It's just it's not the first thing that I think. Oh, I'm gonna make like a bowl of tuna.
I remember that used to be, for some reason, that used to be like my school snack. Like after I got home, is I
Chicken
would.
sandwich.
Well, it wasn't a sandwich. If I was feeling fancy, I'd do a sandwich.
Feeling fancy.
But I would take potato chips and I'd just like whoop, just scoop that out.
I know this is gonna sound weird. Might.
I figured you had something coming.
But you guys ever try like tuna casserole
Yeah.
with peas? You put
Uh-huh.
peas in it? Holy
Yeah,
crap.
yeah.
I don't know what it is, but peas and tuna
I
together?
love peas. Oh,
are
and you can
great.
do it cold.
Well,
You can do
yeah,
tuna salad with
exactly.
I
peas.
feel like
Yeah.
the casserole sets it up. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, so it extends one further because I had a babysitter that maybe was a little lazy with the concept of tuna casserole. So it was like Kraft macaroni cheese, tuna, and peas.
Oh, that sucks.
No,
That
it was
sounds-
great. It's like
yeah,
so. I
that
think
sounds
it's
awesome.
like so. You have the casserole, and like you said, like that's what I would think too. Is like, oh, the casserole, the format, that's what makes it. The peas are just kind of secondary. But like no, because we had it with Kraft macaroni and cheese,
I don't like
which
the
is
elbows.
and the elbows, man. Like what?
Get the wavy ones or the swirly ones or
Just
the
like-
shells.
just
Do you
straight-
think
straight
SpongeBob
up,
is gonna
you know?
affect the taste?
I don't know, something about
But
elbows.
with the Kraft and the tuna, I mean, Kraft's great by itself, but with the tuna and the peas, that was like a magical combination.
Wait, you do the cheese too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep,
Because the
he's
tuna,
never
instead
had
of
the
like using like the
casserole before.
mayonnaise or whatever, the cheese is like the casserole sauce. And in fact, I might make it tomorrow.
It sounds weird.
And it seems healthier than it is too. So it's
Yeah, because you got Kraft.
conscience is clear.
No, it definitely for someone that's never had a casserole before, it sounds weird, but it's good. Like
Because when I think of like tuna casserole, I think of like no orange cheese.
no,
That's like I said, the babysitter was a little lazy on the concept of the cast. I've had both, and they're equally amazing.
yeah, I mean, it. Like I said, it's just like tuna and
It's got my,
cheese.
Did it alert you?
yeah.
Is that awesome?
Yeah.
It's about an hour
It just
ago.
says get dog food.
You can have it say other stuff.
I like that so much.
Like I found out the little person that lives in my phone.
Remind me to
I
get
can
dog
t-
food at 10:20.
20.
All right, Ian, reminding you to get dog food at 10:20.
Thank you.
Isn't that great?
That's
So the little person that lives in my phone, I can talk to her through Ian's phone too. So I told her to remind Ian to get dog
Remind
food.
Ian's phone to get.
nine- Yeah, at 9:42, and so he just got. That's why we were kind of staring at each other in bewilderment. We didn't get lost in each other's eyes again. But what had happened is he got an alert on his Garmin, which does phone alerts.
Garmin Vivo Active HR.
So if you get a text, it
available
pops
at Red
up on
Fox
there.
Outfitters.
My lady is actually Australian.
Your lady?
Yep, she's Australian.
What's your name?
Hugh Jackman.
Gwendolyn.
Hugh Jackman, the Australian lady?
Yeah,
Got
that's his official title.
You mean Hugh Grant?
No, Hugh Jackman's Australian.
Is he?
Yeah.
Grant's British. They're
No,
both
he's not
ladies, man.
British. He's Australian.
Grant is.
Hugh Grant's, yeah. He's. Where's my phone?
I've
I
never
don't
heard him talk
Hugh Jackman's
before.
Australian. I'm not fighting you on that. He is.
Yeah, no, he's
He's
like,
Wolverine.
yeah. Well, no one
Well,
thinks. No one thinks of
Wolverine is
Wolverine.
Canadian.
Yeah, but no one thinks as Wolverine as being a Australian guy. What's that?
He should have been from Michigan.
He.
Yeah, he really should have. It would have made a lot more sense.
I know there's no Wolverines in Michigan, but it would have been.
What's the He was on a chick flick. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Grant.
No. This is Hugh Jackman. It came out in
Wow.
2011.
Oh, it's How to
2012?
Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Die Hard
No,
2.
that's- I just saw that the other day too. No, it was. I want to say it was
X-Men?
like no. Bingo, got
Oh,
it.
Wolverine.
Bingo.
No, it was. I want to say it was like some Western movie, but it was like a modern take on it. I want to say it was like Wild, but I don't think that's it.
Oh, Brokeback Mountain? Was that him in there?
He was the other guy.
Yeah. The other guy.
He actually played as the horse in that one. The
He
denim
plays the
jacket.
horse.
That's
He played-
racist. Not all Australians
What?
look like horses.
Yeah, come on,
It
Nate.
should be kangaroos, not horses.
You racist bastard.
I apologize to all of our Australian viewers. That's not what Nate says. This should be a good time for this one. What Nate or anyone here says does not reflect the views of Red Fox Outfitters as an organization and a charitable place at large,
Or it's
especially considering
employees.
Australians. We love Australians
I
here.
love Australians.
Yeah, dude, my phone's in Australian.
Fosters.
You need to settle down.
You ever have a Foster's?
Did you hear his comment about kangaroos earlier?
I did.
You talking crap? Oh man.
Hey, you don't
Yeah.
call him that.
Dude,
There was
I
a
saw
rough
this-
time in Australian history where kangaroo is thrown around in a derogatory manner. And
Dude, you don't piss a kangaroo
Yo,
off.
you kangaroo.
Have you seen those Jack ones? The
a
ones
slur.
with all the muscles?
Wait, what?
The kangaroos with all the muscles. Have you seen them?
oh, the boxing
I
ones?
feel.
Yeah, but there's ones that are like they have this genetic defect or something, like where their muscles get like twice the size, so they're like
Whoa.
they look like the Hulk.
yeah, I
They
got
have
that
balls like that,
defect.
too.
I
You got the
saw.
same one, yeah, I figured you did.
I saw a video of, and this guy is like legitimate. He's got his own YouTube channel where he catches animals barehanded, no traps or anything. Like
Wait, the Turtle Man, Call the Wild Man from Animal Planet?
no, he's
Kratz
he's
creatures?
he's a YouTube guy. He's actually caught a fox before too.
You remember Kratz creatures?
Krauts.
He caught a fox, a deer, a
caught a
kangaroo. The deer one was insane.
Was
Like,
it a man or
tackle
woman
it?
deer?
Yeah, like he literally he covered himself in like mud and he would hang out near like a water hole and then they would get like really close
Why
to
is he
it.
catching animals?
I don't. Well,
For fun?
Yeah, and he doesn't. It's not like he takes them in for like he doesn't hurt them or anything. He just
He
lets
just
them
wonders
go.
if he can do it.
It hurts
Yeah.
him psychologically. Like I wouldn't want to be drinking at my favorite water hole and like if I was at the water fountain downstairs and like drinking, all of a sudden Ian pops out. He's disguised himself along the wall and he
I
tackles
gotcha.
me. It's like, gotcha. Not gonna do anything, but I gotcha.
Just so you know, I'm
Just
gonna
know
let you go.
that.
Rick,
He
don't
drives
go to
me.
the water hole. Rick, don't go to the water hole.
I-
There's a greased up guy.
I
He's
don't-
catching everyone.
I don't know if I'd drink water ever again. Like I'd be drinking out of my beloved Yeti, available at Red Fox, and like just look both ways.
Yeah. Somebody
Well,
would pop out of it.
yeah.
That's what we should start doing.
I
is
feel like I need to go to counseling just because I thought of
that.
How
that
traumatizing it would be.
possibly happened. Yeah.
I think we should go throughout the Amazon and start providing Yetis for all the distraught animals this man has brought to society.
And yeah.
Oh, that's where he operates, the Amazon?
Yeah, we're like the next.
How do you catch the deer?
He
With his
he
bare
covered
hands.
himself in
He
mud.
just jumped on its back.
No. He covered himself in mud, and then he hung out by the water hole. Right, he was covered by some like bushes and stuff, and then he just jumped on him. But he would like grab him by the horns. But it was like
It was a buck.
well, yeah, well, kinda. It was like baby horns. It wasn't like anything that was ridiculous. But he grabbed it, and then like it pulled him away, and then he was like literally getting dragged, and then he like pulled it back in, and I'd be scared because I feel like if it bucked back, like that horn would like get you in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, if you wrap up, though, it's like I tell when I watch the Lions, I'm yelling this all the time. But if you just wrap up.
Grab him by the
Just
horns.
gotta wrap 'em
And,
up.
yeah, and then get leverage on them, let you bring them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't.
Man,
you
it
can't-
drives me nuts when you miss a deer tackle. Like,
You
just
can't-
wrap up, lower the shoulder.
Yeah. You know, the problem is they're all trying to lay each other out. You just gotta go
Get the
back
big
to
hit.
basics.
And the deer runs away
Wrap 'em
unscathed. Gotta wrap him up. Did you talk about that in the
Yeah.
tackling technique?
He said, "Don't go through the two hole, okay? Don't go through the two
Two
hole."
hole.
Yeah. You
What's
know,
that
you
mean?
never. It's the.
Oh,
like each
A.
hole-
That's
each hole has
A gap.
Yeah.
I think sliders. I don't
No,
know.
it's numbers.
You want to Google it?
Yeah, I played it in 8th grade, 1 year. Okay.
Jesse, I'm an expert. I played it in 8th grade.
Two hole meant something else where I grew up. We had the same saying though. Don't go through the two hole.
It's like, no, it's you got the A hole, then the B hole.
No, I just
It's a
remember.
gap.
I just remember I dreaded going to practice because practice. I was a small guy, like smaller than what I am now, and they had me as a lineman,
Yeah, I did the same thing.
an offensive lineman,
Yep.
and I was like a puny little kid, and I remember
It's all about leverage though.
practice was just hitting each other. Like I felt like I wasn't learning a lot, so we ended up just hitting each other a lot. But the thing is that one kid actually broke his arm from practice. We weren't even playing a team.
From you?
Not from me. No, this kid that was
Nate the
like
Hammer Brown.
no, this kid that was like 200 pounds just laid this kid out and shattered. Like he just broke his arm and he couldn't play for like I'd probably say the whole season. Probably. But yeah, I was scared because I didn't want to go up against him. Like I didn't want to die in practice.
I remember the same feeling. Except for I was the other way around. Everybody was like, "Yeah, I don't want to hit Ian. I don't want Ian to hit me.
Kid's 110, but it's all muscle.
He's solid, dude.
He's just
Feel him,
dense.
he's still lightweight, but he's solid."
He's just dense.
Well,
You know what we should take a moment to discuss just real quick our second jobs that we have now. Talking to you, Jesse.
Drawing a blank.
Cross country camp.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I was like, what? I thought we only worked here.
No, not you, Ian. Not you.
No, definitely not me.
No. So Jesse is the cross country coach, correct? And we have Spike Night coming up.
yeah. So even though we're in the outdoor outfitting world, running is still near and dear to our heart. That's where we started in retail, and So we extend for any team sport beyond running even, but right now it's getting the cross country season. We offer 15% off of trainers and related merchandise that goes with apparel and everything, and 20% off of the spikes that they get for competition. So this Thursday we have a spike night. So that is the 18th, and it's from 6 to 9. It's running in. It's coinciding with our running groups. We have a few reps into that will have some samples of some hydration products and shoes and compression socks, the CEP that we mentioned earlier, that are doing awesome right now for me.
Also, if you do have a child who's interested in doing a sport, join out the cross country team. Right?
Yeah, not tennis, because tennis is kind of lame.
Hey,
but cross country.
Don't
is
you
great.
say that?
Our team is going to be excellent this year on both sides. Running is good for you. It makes you a great person and is correlated with better grades in school. And
I heard the same thing.
they've actually eliminated a lot of the factors that would be attributed to correlation to where that's almost a causation proven thing now. Where
Yeah, like as
running
soon
cross
as you
country.
start running, like
I'm not even kidding. That's like
I took my IQ test like just before I started working here, and
it was like 180.
it was like 135, and then started working here running, and then
400.
I think it was like well over 300 at that point.
If your IQ doesn't double from buying shoes here, we'll say we're sorry.
Yep.
I feel like that's a lot of the consequence if we're not right with something.
Yeah, we have a lot of guarantees, and most of them are we say we're sorry. Same thing with the shoes. If your shoes don't cut your time in half, we'll say we're sorry. It's our guarantee. Red Fox.
I guarantee we will say we're sorry. Yeah.
The only company to say
Aw.
they're
We haven't
sorry.
said it yet, though.
Oh.
People
Are
are
you,
getting,
are you kidding? You didn't cut your time in half? I'm sorry.
yeah,
So-
Okay, bye.
it's
Well,
my bad.
You want to try a new shoe? Or?
You
At
wanna
any
know-
rate,
you
man, like the cross country is probably the most positive experience of my high school days. Like the thing I say all the time is I don't remember taking tests. I don't remember, like looking back and saying like, well, I had a really good study session for my history test in
Right.
my junior year. I mean, I remember like every season in cross country and track and the relationships you form and the learning how to better yourself and the meaning of hard work, but also like developing great habits and being part of that for the next generation is awesome and it's so fulfilling. And now you're doing the same thing for tennis, which
Yep.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I also coach I'm doing the varsity boys right now. I'm just kind of acting as a co-coach, but if we get enough kids for the JV team, I'll be head coach of the JV team as well as doing the varsity team.
Whoa!
So that's fun.
I deserve some finger guns.
And an explosion.
Yeah, a couple explosions. You have to do the sound effects. You can put that in later.
Yeah, no, I do it on top of it to give me a cue. So like when I make it,
Oh,
then they're like,
here, hold on. Do an explosion right there.
yeah,
Can
no,
you get like a car driving through here or something?
yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, so a lot of kids have been
Right here.
And an
Yeah.
animal like a tiger roaring.
a lion.
Maybe Photoshop Ian tackling it with his bare hands.
Yeah,
Ooh,
okay,
Yeah.
Just like
With,
the guy in
and I
the
want
Amazon.
bare hands.
okay, good deal.
It's a good pun.
So yeah, we've got a lot of tennis kids this year, and actually, I think we have a serious shot at states this year. We actually
That's big cheese.
we've got a kid.
These states?
Yeah, these states.
This one?
Yep. No, actually in Ohio. We
Oh, it's a little.
no, we
easier over
moved. No, no, but one of the kids that we have is a USTA, which is the U.S. Tennis Association. He's playing in tournaments, and he's only a freshman. He's a ranked player, like in the world for tennis,
I'm
and
probably
he's
ranked,
freshman.
though, somewhere. Like really low.
Yeah, but he plays tournaments all the time, and he's just incredible. Like he's only a freshman too,
That's awesome.
so we have him
Could
for
you
the
beat him
next.
up?
No,
No, for sure, no. I could not. Absolutely not.
no, I couldn't do that. I just look at him and I just think it's not worth it.
It's not worth your time.
No. Jesse's shaking his head disapprovingly.
I think because he thinks you could beat him up. You just have to have confidence.
Hey, I'm a small guy, okay?
I think Nate could beat me up if he got the leverage. But
Yeah, it's all
he's
about-
worried about these 200-pound 8th graders.
If
like,
I cover myself in mud and hang out next to the drinking fountain,
Yeah.
just wait for you.
the element of surprise always helps. I scared Weeze, our screen printer, pretty good.
What was his reaction?
That's pretty. I felt bad because he was carrying stuff, so he didn't drop him though. I'll give him credit. And he was coming down the stairs, and I was about to go up, and I was like, "Well, I'll just hang out here for a second." And then he's just coming down, like, I guess I'll scare him here for a second.
I guess.
So I head around the corner, and the basement's scary enough as it is without somebody lurking around the corner. So he popped down and kind of jumped at him. I was like, "Hey!" And it was kind of disappointing because it took him a second, and then you're like, "Whoa!" It's like, "Ah." And then it's funny, like I do the same thing when I get scared, but like when you get scared, like it's very obvious you got scared because you jump up and like yell, but then you always have to like state what just happened, like, "Oh, you just scared me." It's like, well, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I was there.
From your reactions and your wide eyes, but
So
like,
far,
I do the same thing. It's like, "Oh, you scared me."
I think I've gotten Nate, Nick, Macy.
Macy's paranoid now. Every time she walks in, she always checks by like the drinking fountains.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Just checking for you."
It must be the biggest ambush spot.
It must be the watering hole.
You-
It's like in the instincts.
No, you got me in the basement, and then you got me once up at the register. Because I remember Colleen sort of looked down, and then she was like, "What are you doing?" And then like I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I was hiding under the counter.
Yeah, and then you jumped up, and then
I got you. You were vocal about like when you got scared. It was like
yeah,
I got Nick, and he didn't really say anything. It was just we're like
like beer like a panic.
yeah, like he couldn't get it out. I can't remember what happened. I get Macy quite a bit.
There was one instance where I scared Weeze too, but not intentionally. So
He's skittish. I found that out today.
He's skittish.
So skittish.
I
Felt
came.
bad.
Yeah, well, I came here and I actually was really bored one night, so I came up here and I was gonna play some music in the basement, right? But I went upstairs because I needed to grab my laptop and the mix board, and so I was about to bring it down, and Weeze like heard my footsteps, like he heard like the floorboards creaking, and all the lights in the shop are off. So I go down there, and I'm just coming down the staircase. And I open up the door, and Weeze is in front of me, and he goes, "Ah!"
I knew this day would come.
It scared me too, but it was like not the type of scare that you would like want to admit. Like,
It frightened you.
it's
What, he
just,
think it was a
What
ghost?
if you
or-
just heard like footsteps on the floorboards and then getting closer and coming down the stairs? You'd be like, "Oh, he knows I'm here."
Yeah.
The ghost. This building was built in 1855.
There's ghosts for sure.
it was just funny
Well, Frank the
because
Pigeon, I know he's with us.
He's definitely out there.
Jesus.
We're probably in here because they can go through walls now. Now he
Yeah.
was never stuck anymore ever again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think
So-
we
I think we're. Yep, we're reaching our.
doing our close-ups.
Yep, we're reaching our time limit here. So,
This is
probably
good.
saw my face
You
there.
should set it for last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, can
But
you do that?
Still, we got a lot of good stories. We got a lot of
Yeah,
good stories.
we
This is a good one.
we weren't as productive as we thought we would be, which is not unique to Foxcast. So
I thought we did good.
yeah,
I thought we provided a lot of funny stories.
so we're excited to be back in the saddle when it comes to Foxcast.
Or back in the den.
Back in the Fox den.
That's good.
Fox fact of the day. Fox's home is called the Den.
There you go. There you go,
With
everybody.
that, we'll sign off.
Peace out, everybody.
And we'll see you next time in the den.
Pew, pew, pew. That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
Yeah. Swing.
Shring.
That's like the
Ready,
title
everybody,
popping up.
like do it at the same time and we'll do an explosion or two.
My guns have very little recoil because it's a low, like small caliber.
Low key. There's low key. We'll see you next time.